we're back. This video is going to be all about growing up. Hopefully, I'll bring you different perspectives on what it's like at certain ages and how you feel about growing up. I'm going to start with telling all of you that my perspective on growing up is that you never really do. Maybe there's certain situations where you're forced to become a man or a woman, but there's never really a specific moment in time where you grow up. Because a kid that's 12, real childish and immature, and a man that's 70 can still feel childish and immature. There's no specific time to grow up. It's just a matter of taking care of your responsibilities and priorities. That, I think, is where growing up has a definition. Nobody in life is going to sit there and tell you when to grow up. Maybe there's positions where you're faced and have to go out, get a job. That's growing up, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're grown up. That just means that you're able to get your working papers and go and get a job and actually make $1. I find it hard to believe that we as individuals have to grow up and sacrifice that happiness and curiosity of a child. Life is all about curiosity and exploring and trying new things. It's not about driving your car to work and sitting there putting in time that you just always have to waste. The world is so regulated on the fact that you can't survive unless you grow up. The number of people in this world that is part of the system that society has created completely outnumbers the people that are thinkers and don't want to conform. Because the people that have already conformed have what they need, not what they want. They have food on the table, a sustaining job, but they don't have what they want. Sure, they'll front you. And they'll say, I'm happy, I have a good job, I'm doing what I do, I'm raising my kids. But did you fulfill your dreams? The dreams, not that you have now, getting a raise, getting another position higher up in your job, not those dreams. The dreams that you had in 3rd grade when your teacher asked you, what do you want to be when you grow up? Have those dreams changed because of society and regulation? Or because you were forced to? Society is regulation. And what I'm doing right now isn't regulation. There is nobody that can come into this room and stop me from doing this. Speaking my mind. Free country, right? I think there needs to be more people speaking their mind, but that's a different topic. Growing up. Who is it that tells you to stop being curious, to stop trying new things, to stay stagnant? Who is it that tells you to grow up? I want to hear your perspective on it. I personally think that dogs have probably the best life. Because no matter how old they get, they still want to play. Sure, they'll be moving a lot slower, but they still want to play. They'll go grab their toy, run around, and have a blast, like a kid. Do they know their age? No. Do they know time? Not that we know of. They just know they can't move as fast. They don't complain. They still play. Why can't we play? Sure. Your parents will go out when you're young and buy you toys and let you play. But why does that stop? Because you get older, right? And we know time. We are humans. We consciously know it. But how come no one ever told us as kids that it would be the last time we played outside with our friends? Were you conscious of that last time? Because I'm not. I can't remember the last time I played outside with my friends, knowing it was the last time because I had to grow up. These are the perspectives we have to think about. Sure, when we grow up, we play, but we don't play like we used to. We play with things that could harm us. That's irony in of itself. That's irony. We play with alcohol, poison, literally poison to the body, inebriates you. We play with that. We play with drugs. Anyone famous nowadays, they play hard. And guys, this isn't the play I'm talking about. That's not how you have fun. Play is when you're completely sober and smile. Whether it's something that you do that you love that makes you smile and you call that your play, do it. But there's so many issues on the concept of growing up. When your parents tell you that you have to get a job, do you think that's sacrificing your youth? Because technically, you're going to work the rest of your life. Not a doubt about it. Unless somehow you get famous and you're financially stable, you're going to work the rest of your life. Always exception, if you love what you do, it's never work. But still, guys, if you're putting in hours and you're clocking in and out, you're on a schedule, it's work. Find something that you're not on a schedule for. Do it at your own pleasure. Figure it out. Find your perspective on growing up. Because it's definitely not the same for other people. There's a lot of people in this society that fall short of regulation and live on the streets, sacrificing their youth, sacrificing their happiness, so dried out and tired with life. And that hurts me, and I'm not even one of them. I have a roof over my head. I have food to eat. I have a paying job. I'm happy. When did they have to grow up? What made them grow up? Think about it, because I'm talking about it. At the age of 21, a lot of stuff becomes surreal. You think back to when you were in the car with your parents and they were driving and you drove past the liquor store. And you were almost like, I can't wait to go in there. I can't wait to be old enough. I can't wait to grow up so I can do things. That's not the perspective, man. Every time I see a young kid, I say, stay young. Enjoy it. Enjoy the mindset you have right now. You don't understand it right now, but you will. But again, they have to grow up first, right? I think a very big misconception of growing up is, this is tough to say, but almost showing a unrealistic reality to your kids. My parents supported me along with whatever I wanted to do in life. If I wanted to play a sport, they signed me up. If I wanted to do anything, they signed me up. And let me grow into my own mind. They didn't pressure me. Continuous support. And showing a kid a false reality. I'm not saying show them all the bad. And I'm not saying tell them every day that the world is so bad. But I'm telling you to show them a different perspective on life every other day. Just show them who they can be and who they want to be. When I was young, I wanted to be the first thing, a marine biologist. I love the water so much, I love nature, and I just wanted to look at animals and study them. And you know what? I grew up into myself and realized that there's so much more to life than being locked into a career like that. Sure, it's a great way to live. I'm sure marine biologists live a great life because they do what they love. But guys, that stuff has already been taught. Going into a career like that, they're teaching you what has already been taught. And I want to go into something that has not been taught yet. Foreshadowing what I'm doing right now. I want to teach. I love to expand minds. And I don't think I could do it with a textbook, man. You can't expand a mind with a textbook. But I'm grown up now. I'm an adult. And that is such a huge weight on someone's shoulders. Because to this day, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. All I know right now, in this very present moment in time, is that I am following my dreams to touch every soul I can. Another thing, guys. There's a lot of people that could come in and out of your life when growing up into who you are. And there's no serious explanation for it. Only other than everything happens for a reason. People are going to come and go in your life. And again, nobody really teaches you that. You have somebody in your life for a while growing up. And then all of a sudden they're gone. Something happens. The connection's lost. But they were there for when you grow up. And maybe, just maybe, the people that are there when you grow up are just guidelines for who you should be. I've had a lot of people come and go. And almost right now, it seems that the people that were there from day one are slipping. They're slipping. And I don't like it one bit. But I put it in perspective and I tell myself they are becoming who they want to be. And if I'm not there for that, I helped create it. I had an influence. And that's just it. Grown up. Do it at your own pace, guys. Because there's no time frame on it. But what I can tell you right now is that I personally don't want to grow up. I want to be a kid in my mind forever. And guess what? My perspective on growing up will always probably be completely different from yours. Tell me what your perspective on growing up is. Because I want to hear it. I want to learn from it. I want to see if it's almost the same as mine. Because good chances there is. Many similarities. Grow up. Find out who you want to be. And execute. But me telling you that isn't simple this time. Because I'm still learning. And I just thought I'd come on here and share what's been on my mind and my perspective of growing up. 21, I don't feel grown up. Especially in this generation. If I could help you in any way, let me in. Keep watching. Just maybe you'll find something that you can relate to. I'll see you guys in the next one.